So, today I brought you, we are finally doing a Speedpaint voiceover thing with my face on it. And let's check out this illustration. I started this one with this photo reference. I might put it on the screen right now. And it's from a model. I already recognize her face because she comes up on Instagram way too much for some reason. But I really wanted to draw her. And it was a little bit intimidating because it was a couple. I only do the bare minimum all the time, and I always draw one character, and if it is possible, only one face. And so drawing two full body on the same drawing, it took me more patience for it, but I finally came through, and that is what you are seeing now. I don't have record of me actually drawing this by hand because I thought of it later. I wanted to try to draw as I draw on paper because that is the main reason I got this thing. It was to be able to know I wanted to know if I could draw on it like I drew on paper, and the answer to this is kind of. I feel like I draw similar-ish as my traditional drawings, but at the same time I think you can see, obviously you can see it is digital, but I think I can manage to, if I practice a little bit more, to be able to draw it better. So that's why I wanted to practice more on it. Anyways, I really take time on my lines because I wanted them to be perfect, and the problem is that I had on this tablet at the moment I had a tempered glass protector, and I want to rant a little bit more about it. Please hear me out. If you are going to get an iPad, or you already have one and don't have a protection on it, first, why don't you are scared of scratches? But second of it, I don't, if you're going to use this thing for drawing, don't put on it a tempered glass. It was my mistake because I didn't investigate about it, but the thing is, the lines start to be a little bit more with wiggle. I hate it. The calibration of the pencil start to mess up with your lines, and for a person like myself who loves drawing lines, it was a torture. I think it took me twice as much time as a normal drawing would take me because this minor inconvenience on my life. But anyways, after drawing this, I actually ordered a paper-like-ish fake screen protector, and it's been a glorious, the best 7 days of my life because it arrived like a week early, a week ago, but it seriously has been the greatest thing ever because you can actually feel like it is similar to the texture on Wacom Intros. I had this one, and it feels really similar. If you put the hand on it, of course, how else are you going to draw? I'm sorry, people who don't draw with their hands. That's a thing, but let's not think about it. Shall we? It feels like this Wacom Intros texture, at least my copy of this paper-like fake thing. But this is how a drawing tablet, it has always felt for me, and that's, I think, why I like it so much. So I feel like at home. I finally can draw straight lines, and that's the only thing I wanted from this device. So anyways, that's why I wanted to talk about why it took me so long. And a funny thing is that my parents and my sister always question what my drawings are about. And let me tell you also something, I only draw reference pictures that I find cool. So I don't have a backstory for most of my drawings. Maybe one or two are for someone, but they are never that deep. I'm sorry, I am not hashtag deep, but like that Reddit's that like that subreddit of this is 14, I am deep. I think that's why I'm not 14 anymore. Anyways, they asked me why this guy was so sad on this picture, and my the best thing I was able to come up with was that he was sad because his sneakers aren't that cool anymore, and that is the whole story I can tell you about it. Another fun thing about this one is what it was that I was able to draw like more fun clothing. I sometimes struggle to what to put on clothing on my characters. I never do OCs. I never repeat the same drawing, the same character again. Why am I like this? Anyways, but it was really fun to do these moccasins. I don't know how these are called. The shoes on the girl at the end. I think they are really cool, and that's why I drew them. I tried to stay similar to the clothing on the original illustration at the beginning, but then I decided first I don't want to do that hoodie the guy was wearing, so I put on him a jacket like from how it's called, from university or something like that, the ones from the frat things, the frat schools. And yeah, you can see me right now struggling again on the shoes. I had a split screen on this illustration, and that's why it took me 800 bazillion years to finally complete this thing, because I was so angry at these lines. If you want to know how I draw on this, I usually split the screen with my references on the left side, and I write with my right hand. I don't know how it's called. Anyways, I split the screen on Procreate, and also with Pinterest, or maybe a photo I already downloaded from Twitter or something, and then I go ahead and draw. How do I draw? I think that is the only question the people that follow me on Instagram has asked me a lot. The thing is, I only try to focus on the line I already have in front of me, because I draw from references most of the time. So the thing is, I try to like have the slope with my pencil, or maybe in my head, and what I want to replicate on the illustration, and that is how I think I am able to draw. I am terrible at drawing from memory or my own creativity. Let me tell you that right now. I am not good with coming up with concepts and ideas, and that is a problem, because I think I just realized it will be really good to be a concept artist. So let me show you my process of how I am struggling on it. But I think I am able to replicate what I have already drawn. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I am finally. If we keep talking about the drawing, I am finally painting this thing, and I was really also struggling with colors. I'm the conclusion to this. Let me tell you, like real short. I don't know what I am doing. Never. I never know what I am doing when I am drawing, so I think talking over it is like a really silly thing. But putting music in the background also frustrates me, because it gets copyright claim. Yes. So I hope you are enjoying my beautiful voice, of course, and struggling to explain what I am doing when I am sawing it. When you are already seeing this. But I wanted to draw them with like a monochromatic color scheme, so I wanted to go with blue because I like blue. Anyways, so that's why at the beginning I started with this color palette, and then I decided to change it a little bit, adding some patterns. But I think it ended up. I think I could have been able to do a better job at it, but I was already frustrated with it, so I wanted to just finish it. But the thing is, well, at least a little tip I can give you is that if you don't know what colors you want on it, you can trace the borders of every single part you want to draw on different colors, like a puzzle. I know if you're seeing what I am doing, you can get an idea. I put the colors on different layers, not all of them. I just try to make them like separate. For example, if I'm going to color me right now, maybe I can put the color of my skin on a different layer from the color of my hair and also from the color of this jacket. I hope I am getting my message through, but then you can change the colors and play around with it because you have them on a different layers. That's why it is a little frustrating that the Procreate app has a limitation that I didn't know about it. Well, I just found out after purchasing the iPad, so that is as I note. But well, it at least it gives me the possibility. It has enough layers to work on it, so don't worry about it. But what I wanted to say is that you can select like different parts of what you want to color, and then to play around with the colors. So just something to think about it. Don't mess up your layers, because then you know where anything is on your drawing, and I just wanted to keep them all organized for some reason. I think it is easier to work with. Even if it is only for yourself or for a client, if they ask you, for example, for a color change of the hair, it's easier to go with the changing colors on the settings, on the hue, and you can modify it like really easy instead of struggling to find on what layer you paint what. I think it is helpful. You take it or leave it. It's up to you. Anyways, as you can see, I really like this color that you're seeing right now on the screen, that is with the blue and the blacks. I think they look really cool. I think they look really cute, the couples, when they use like similar color on their clothing, and they waste a lot of time thinking of how to match their outfits. But I think for photos it is really cool and aesthetic. Let me know if you maybe want. Someone asked me on Instagram if they wanted a print. Someone asked on the comments on the Instagram post that this will look really cool on a print. I am thinking about it, or maybe selling something on Christmas. So sorry, that was really cringy. But if you are interested in getting a print or something, let me know. If you are, you might want to buy it in the comments. I'm sorry, I really don't know how to speak English, but hopefully you like how this illustration turned out. I think I ended up changing it again. Like you're going to see in a few seconds, the illustration ended up being the monochromatic thin blue and limited color palettes that I was already a fan of. So at the end, the conclusion of this is that I do whatever I want, and I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. So thanks so much for watching. It took me a really long time to be able to record this video for you, and I hope you like it. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on Instagram, by the way. Bye!